Good morning, everyone. This is Royce Miller coming back at you with yet another Let's Try. And rather than gorge myself on fast food for you again, I'd rather gorge myself on something a little more hearty. So today on the docket, we are eating my brother's beef stew. He's been cooking this all day. It smells delicious. Let's see how it tastes. Potatoes, carrots, chunks of beef, shiitake mushrooms, cooked perfectly tender. One of the best homemade soups I've ever had. If I had one issue with this, I think it's the broth. It's a little too much of a vegetable stock to me. Like it tastes like a vegetable beef stew. However, I do believe my brother did use actual beef stock instead of vegetable stock. But it is really good. And like I know every family's got their soup recipes, but I think it's funny that my family has like so many like soup making pros in it. My grandma makes a killer oyster oyster stew every Christmas. My mom prides herself on her meaty, chunky chili. And my brother, well, oh, she also loves making potato soup and ham and bean soup. Doesn't make the ham and bean soup a whole lot because unfortunately, most of her kids don't like beans. Anyway, and now my brother is proving his like skill with the beef or with the soup. One one especially advantage this has over a lot of like other beef stews is that it's seasoned properly. All too often, soups are very bland, and you have to add your own salt and pepper. You're supposed to do that while you're cooking it. Salt and pepper being table condiments wasn't really a thing until I believe the late 1800s. Because like the idea is so like and it's unfortunately a symptom of class warfare. So back in the day, spices were really rare, so only the upper crust got to eat them. But then, as they became more and more common and easier to access by the common folk, the rich people were like, "Oh, well, actually, bland food is better." The aristocracy is responsible for some of the best and worst innovations in the culinary arts. Like, there's this gelatinized chicken dish that was literally made because a dude was late to a feast and all the chicken had a bunch of congealed fat on it by the time he got to it. You know, like that, like the stuff that collects at the bottom of the container when you get rotisserie chicken and put it in the fridge. To complete his dish, my brother went to Costco today, and man, Costco is one of those like really good places. I mean, like, you know, giant, well-made pumpkin pies, rotisserie chickens, and rotisserie chicken and hot dogs that are sold at a loss. The chicken bake, which I need to try for y'all one day. And just a wide assortment of delicious food. Sold in bulk. I wonder how my detractors will react to this, because like this is actual home cooking. This was made by um, a family member. It's not some disgusting piece of fast food. But still probably a lot of calories. Oh, I think I realized my real critique of this. Instead of um, naturally thickening it with a little flour here and there in the stock, my brother used a slurry, which is a mixture of water and cornstarch. And like it's fine, but I do prefer just using flour as a thickener. So like weirdly, I do prefer my own botched beef bourguignon that I made last Christmas. But only because of the stock, or the, you know, this part. My brother is far and away the better, like beef chunks and potatoes and stuff. I didn't even put potatoes in mine. I'll be honest with you, that is one of the best home cooked meals I've ever had. My brother, he's a damn good cook. Um, oh, I'm gonna be chugging water after this. Good lord, that was salty. I kind of wish I had a piece of bread to mop up all the leftover broth there, just because I'm one of those types that has to clean their plate impulsively. You can kind of tell. Um, but bread, extra carbs. I'm like for all y'all get mad at me, but I am trying to be better. I am trying to be a little better. If nothing else, to prove that the people who call me names are a bunch of idiots who don't. Are, that they're a bunch of idiots. That's all there is to it. Anyway, thank you all for joining me tonight, and I'm sorry for yesterday's video being so weirdly upsetting. I literally just set that one to post because I was like, oh crud, I need a video for tomorrow. Oh no, I only have that one. Unfortunately, the fast food fave this week is also going to be post my argument with my cousin, so be warned, that one's also going to be a bit depressed. But the other option is to re-record the videos and have an inauthentic first taste. You know what I mean? Oh Lord, that maybe my brother. So something in there. Probably the beef fat's giving me a little indigestion. I don't know. My cousin and I are not on the outs anymore. I paid the money. I'm going to be living off my credit card for the next 2 weeks, but I paid it. I just hope my new card comes in on time. Otherwise, I'll have to use the digital version of it and just order food online and pick it up all the time, like like groceries and stuff. One of the points of contention was I had this portable AC unit out here, and like I was saving it for when I knew it was going to be a hot day, because I didn't want to have to worry about setting it up until then, because I'm lazy like that. My cousin got mad at me because he doesn't like my stuff in the communal space, which, I pay a third of the rent. I am allotted a third of the house. But not house. Well, kind of house. It's a weird story. This is basically a townhome. But I did actually finally get that set up today. That's why I'm recording in here, because my room is currently a mess of plastic, or of like cardboard and styrofoam that I gotta get cleaned up now. And I was really pissed when I realized that the box that it came in, that I was planning on storing all the trash from the project in, is actually 4 sides with no top or bottom, because oh wait, oh I did have a top, and I cut it open. Royce, you stupid mother effer. But like, it didn't have a bottom, and that's really stupid, because now I can't throw things in it. Maybe if I taped it up, I don't know. Oh man, I did a really botched job sealing the because it's got one of those like things that kind of folds into the window, and so I just used a bunch of duct tape and the foam inserts that came with it to seal it in. It's kind of messy, but it worked. And now hopefully I'll be cool for the rest of the summer. Anyway, you all have a good one. This is Royce Miller. I'm Maggie.